Hey everybody, welcome back to Sefer Tanya. Continuing right along. Today's Wednesday, the 17th of Adar Sheni. We're talking about the effect of the Jewish people in general and every Jewish person in particular, fulfilling the positive commands and staying away from the negative commands. And today's Tanya continues explaining the effect that has and what is that effect. And here it is. But Imsad comes out. He called Takli Shoyibut Mashiach B'Tachiyas Amesim, that the whole purpose of the days of Mashiach and the resurrection of the dead, Shehu, that it is Gilu Kavodu Elokusu Yisbarach, that it is a revelation of the glory of His glory and His godliness, blessed be He, and La'avir Ruach HaTumah Min Haaretz, and the removal of the spirit of impurity from the earth, that these results, the revelation of godliness and the removal of the spirit of impurity from the earth, is talui, is to dependent. It is dependent in the drawing down of godliness and the drawing down of the light of the Infinite One, blessed be He, is to the vitalizing soul, of the generality of the Jewish people. In all of its 248 organs, through through the fulfillment of the 248 positive commands. So again, this result of the revelation of godliness and the removal of the spirit of impurity is dependent upon the drawing down of godliness and the infinite light of Hashem to the vitalizing soul of the Jewish people upon their 248 organs through the fulfillment of the 248 positive commands. Okay, so what we see is through the Jewish people's fulfillment of the 248 positive commands, the light and godliness is drawn down upon their 248 limbs. And that brings godliness down into the world. That's the positive side. Now, for the negative side, the removal of the spirit of impurity, continuing, ulavir, ruach memena, and the removal of the spirit of impurity, memena, from the generality of the Jewish people. How? B'shmiras kol shesachmitzvos lo ta'aseh, by safeguarding the 365 negative commands, meaning not to violate those commands, so that what? So that shelo yinku memena, so that the generality of the Jewish people and their 365 gidim, they do not nourish shelo yinku memena shesach gideha. The 365 limbs don't nourish from the negative side. And that concludes today's Tanya. So we have the two things spelled out again, that basically this revelation of godliness is dependent on the Jewish people. And when the Jewish people fulfill the commands, the light is drawn down upon their 248 organs. And when the Jewish people stay away from the negative, from violating the negative commands, they are separated from the Tuma, and that creates the platform for the Dira B'Taktonim that Hashem is intending to have in creating the universe, that He can live down here. That concludes today's Tanya. See you tomorrow.